Notice to all viewers and social media companies. Ohio residents can use medical marijuana for qualified medical conditions under Ohio House Bill 523. The host of the show, known as 420 Live or 420 Live Ohio, may use or consume legally purchased Ohio medical marijuana products during this video. 420 Live or Ohio Cannabis Live does not promote the use of illegal drugs. This content is for informative and entertainment purposes only. This content is not meant to be used as medical advice or to be used to promote misinformation about cannabis. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastamynd from here of Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another episode of the 420 Live Show. Let me get my comments going here so I can see. Hey, Lynette, thank you. I'm glad I'm not here talking to myself. I'm testing out a few new tricks here, trying to get some things working, but I do have some news. I do want to know what you're medicating on right now. First thing I want to know, other than what you're medicating on, is how does my audio sound? I'm testing a different microphone right now to see if it has better quality than the other mic, if it sounds choppy or if I sound too low. Hey Mike, what's up, brother? How you doing? I might spin a little bit because the monitor is all the way across the room. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pull up my iPad. This probably won't work. And see if I can see your comments that way. That way, I might actually see them a little bit faster, honestly. Let's see. See if it even shows me on here live. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We're live. Okay, I can see. Can I see comments? Let me see. Yeah, okay. Rhythm Apple Cobbler was only 15. Oh, this is so much better than me squinting. Hey, you're Verona. How close am I? You're Verona. I know I'm close, right? I'm going to get it right. It's good to have you on here. Northern Lights and King Louis. Okay. How's everybody doing? Thanks, Kevin B, for letting me know on my sound check. It's still showing me a commercial. Let's see here. All right. So let me just tell y'all a few things that's going on with your voice so you'll understand why. Look, I got weed crumbs on my shirt. Why things are just so different. Why? Look at that, man. Like, it's just so much weed around here. Did I say weed? Now you know I'm having one of them days. Cannabis. Okay. Anyway, so there are a variety of things that are going on. First, I want to let you know we're still waiting to see how the production is going to turn out with the movie that was filmed here at my house. So that's still happening. It's still happening. It will premiere at Winter Film in Cincinnati on 4/22. I also want to tell you that the block party is 4/20 in Cincinnati, and Ohio Cannabis Live will be there for sure with all our new teams, all our new buddies. Shout out to my interns from Hockin College. We appreciate you. So we've got some really exciting things happening. So just so you'll understand, I'm working with more than one college now, working with multiple universities. I never thought this would be coming out of my mouth. So there are 3 things that I'm working on with 3 different schools. First thing is I'm working on a docu-series. I always have to make sure I say this right. A docu-series about the Ohio Medical Marijuana Program, how it began, how far we've come. I'm going to be looking for people who are in this program to be interviewed for the docu-series. This is going to be multiple seasons, multiple episodes, and this is really going to be something because we're going to be filming inside the facilities. We're going to be talking to people who work in the business, talking to bartenders, whoever will come on to do some interviews for documentary. We're already getting footage. I also want to let you know you're going to start seeing some new faces here around at Ohio Cannabis Live. So when you see some new faces and hear some new voices, I don't want you to I don't want you to freak out. Say, what's going on with Anthony? Where are all these people coming from? So we're going to see students from Hocking College. You're going to see people who probably are from the Ohio Media School. And you may just see people who are just helping me. So there are a lot of different people who will be involved in my productions going forward. And you will hear different voices on the reviews. So I want to prepare you that you will hear some of my classmates doing voiceovers for my reviews. And the reason that that's happening is to help me out. They'll be editing some of my videos, and they will also be doing this to help get their lab hours for school. So that's why you will see a bunch of different people involved that you've never seen before. So keep an eye out for that. Then we've got some brand new dispensary news. I talked to you about it a little bit last week about a couple places, but we're going to be dropping some video footage here in the next couple days of a dispensary that is going to be opening soon. And also, we've got some new intelligence that we heard this. There could be as many as 35 dispensaries with drive-thrus. I know of at least 6. I know of 3 that aren't open. I know the 3 that are. There's 2 that are open. Another one that is going to be opening. Maybe another one. There might be. I know at least about 6, 7 of them. So there's a whole bunch of them opening. Hey, Dial-Up, happy 426. I love it. Hey, Jimmy. Oh, are we getting spammed here? We're not getting spammed. This is not spammed. Okay, so let's talk more about Senate Bill 9. Thanks for keeping me on task. So, Senate Bill 9 is a piece of legislation that is currently being debated that would do a variety of things. But I want to talk about the things that you probably care about the most. Raising the TAC limit, expanding qualifying conditions. Those are just some of the bigger things. Some smaller things would be that this would allow, and some people might think this is a bigger thing, but this would allow standalone processors to get cultivation license. What I want to know from you, my viewers, in the cannabis community of Ohio, do you think, and I should add this in my questions, do you think standalone processors should be able to get a cultivation license too? Why does this matter? Because when you get edibles, concentrates, other processed products currently from some companies, not all, these products are being made with whatever strains they can get from other cultivators, mainly level 2s or small batch growers that don't have processing capabilities or they didn't get a processing license. How do you really feel about that? Because I really need to know. And I need to know as soon as possible. There's going to be another meeting next week. And, I want to make sure that I have the voice of the people, that I have the consensus of the people of what matters. Do you want a higher THC limit? I think THC isn't everything, but I would like to see us in competition on that level. I mean, we're currently at 77%. I think the proposal, and I'm going to say I think because I don't have the document in front of me, is somewhere close to 90% is where we're aiming. So that's something we're working on. And thank you for having belated 428. All right, I'm still seeing these comments kind of backwards here. I'm not used to looking at them on my tablet. But here, I need to know what you think. I mean, should we push for Senate Bill 9? Because right now, some of the bigger license holder cultivators are against it. They think that having Senate Bill 9 go through will add additional licenses in the market. It will overcrowd the market or oversaturate the market, which, we're ready to open 70 dispensaries. I'm sure we'll find somewhere to put that stuff. But I guess the thing you need to understand is that if a standalone processor was to have a cultivation license, that means that they don't have to go buy something from the other guy. They could just make their own products in-house, therefore allowing us opportunity for more full spectrum products in the market. What do I mean about full spectrum products? Well, I'm talking about products that are like, okay, you get an edible and it tastes like the strain that it was made with. So like Clutch did this at one point. They were doing like ice cream cake candy bars, which was made with the ice cream cake flour, therefore making it pretty close to being full spectrum. I mean, I don't know. I didn't get to try it, so I can't say it tastes like the flower, but some people said it did. Maybe it didn't. I heard the Orange 43 one was more pronounced. And I mean, Orange 43 is pretty terpy, right? So I think that's the thing. You're right. We don't have enough people participating. That's one of the other issues. And I think that allowing more qualifying conditions than what we currently have and giving doctors more latitude to recommend would be helpful. Something else I want to mention is that Senate Bill 9 also will remove control of the cannabis program, the medical cannabis program, and turn it over to the Department of Commerce. I also would like to know how you feel about that. Do you feel like things would be better if the Department of Commerce was running the program? In addition to the Department of Commerce running the program, Senate Bill 9 will also allow for some type of advisory commission board to be created to oversee the program, similar to what we had before with the Medical Marijuana Advisory Board, which no longer exists. So some people say, what about the patient advocate? They got rid of him. They got rid of my guy, Robert. They got rid of the whole thing. He's not the advocate no more. He is an advocate. I'm an advocate. We got a bunch of advocates, but nobody is at the office no more. That whole thing's gone. So wouldn't you like to see some type of oversight or some type of commission to basically, you know, get more oversight on pricing and things like that? Wouldn't you want to see that? I mean, I just want to know what you think. Employee rights, that's another big issue, Jimmy. I think that's an issue that needs to be addressed. I feel the same way about child custody rights, housing rights. I think that patient rights in general is lacking. It's constantly lacking. But I also know that if we don't start somewhere, then we're not going to get nowhere. So I know that this bill does not include patient rights. I know that there are other things in this bill that, you know, aren't going to necessarily satisfy everybody. But what I want to know from you is some kind of progress better than none? Because that's what really matters. Are we going to make progress here, or is it going to be like we did with the tier system? We waited 2 years for the tier system to get straightened out. And you want to know why? Because part of that reason was instead of the lawmakers handling that was something that was being done through the Board of Pharmacy and their process, which is even a longer and more drawn out process than lawmakers just making law changes. We have not had any type of legislation that has passed to reform the program. It just hasn't happened. Who's against the war on marijuana? But what about possession limits and needing to pay the state? Okay, so possession limits currently, any registered Ohio medical cannabis patient can possess a 90-day supply of medical cannabis and plant material. That's somewhere about 8 zips. You know what a zip is, so don't ask me what a zip is. You know what a zippy is. 8 zips, 8.5 zips, actually, to be correct. It's 4.5 zippies every 45 days. So I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if you need more. Then that could be something. You know, terminally ill is an area where that can be extended slightly a little bit. If you're terminally ill, and you know, some people have that situation where they need more. But I think the other thing that we all have concerns about is product quality. And I think that allowing more cultivators in the mix is going to keep everyone else on their toes, because now you're going to have a lot more competitive market as far as the cultivation goes. Honestly, looking at the place up north, nearly all those companies have all three. They have their dispensary, they have their processing license, and their cultivation. They're all vertically integrated, a lot of them. And that's pretty much how it's been since they changed the way things work up there. So evolution is for all these companies to be vertically integrated, for them to have their own cultivation, for them to have their own processing, for them to have their own licensing. And to tell you, the reason why that's the way to go is because then they're going to be able to sell their products for a lot cheaper. And then everybody else's products, well, if you really want that, if you really want McDonald's, you go to McDonald's. If you really want Wendy's, you go to Wendy's, right? Yeah. I mean, that's where it is. I don't eat a lot of Wendy's or a lot of McDonald's, but when I want it, right? I want Woodward, I'm going to find Woodward, right? I want it. If I can't get my hands on it, then I'm looking at the next best thing. That's really where we are. Having a state registry, I think that having a license to Medicaid, I'm okay having it. I'm okay paying a fee. But what I think we could do is make that a 3-year or a 5-year. Maybe you can buy it like you do with your driver's license. Let's get real. It's a state issued license. So why are we not handling it like the BMV? Give me a 3-year package. Give me a 5-year. Hell, give me a 10-year. Matter of fact, get real creative. Sell me the lifetime state registration. My traumatic brain injury ain't never going to go nowhere. I'm going to always have a traumatic brain injury. I'm going to always have cirrhosis of the liver. I'm going to always have diabetes. I'm going to always have heart disease. I'm going to always have anxiety. It doesn't go away. So why do I need to renew it every year? Why? Well, you know the answer to that question, right? I see it. I'm not even looking, but we know the answer to this question. Money, money, money. They want our money. And you can't have all of it. You can't have all of it. So I think this kind of segues into something that I've been working on, and I would like to share with you an event that I'm getting ready to do in Canton, Ohio, called the Canton Cannabis Community Lunch and Learn. And what we're doing here is basically providing information about the medical cannabis program. But in addition to that, now listen carefully, we're going to be giving out free recommendations. That's right, FREE, free recommendations. And, space is limited. Everybody can't come. We can't do the whole state. This is an experiment of sorts to see how this will go, and hopefully we can spawn this type of movement in other locations all over the state. So if you live in the Canton community or the surrounding communities of Canton, and you want to come down and hang out, lunch and learn, and if you need to renew your card or you want to get your card, this might be the opportunity for that to happen at a very affordable cost. So RSVP is required. You must RSVP in order to do it. And that's real simple. Name, email, phone number, and do you need a card or not? And do you want lunch? That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else. If you do need a card and this is your first time, what we'll have to do is we'll have you fill out some intake stuff, have all your paperwork done. So when you come to the event, you won't be like trying to fumble all your medical records. And we're not doing all that. We're not doing that. It's going to be simple and easy and streamlined because we don't want you to be feeling like you need to go get a book full of medical records to get a card. It's not that hard. We need like one piece of paper, and we'll help you find that one piece of paper that's going to help you get your card. I'm going to try this other camera here to see how it goes. Oh, look at that. Now you can see my junky desk. You haven't seen the education station in a long time. Mainly because there's always a bunch of stuff on my desk. It just is. I'm always doing stuff. You know how it is. You get busy. Yeah, you just go in there and RSVP. Go to ohiocannabislive.com/events. And I know my school teachers at the media school are going to watch this and say, look at his lighting, man. This lighting is terrible. Well, I'm still working on it, Mr. Teacher. You know who you are. I know you're watching. Yeah. So I'm still working on learning how to get some of these things I learned in school incorporated into my production. As you can see, when I get closer, it gets lighter. And when I get further away, it's a little bit. It's because we just don't have all the lights here yet to brighten the area up. And, it's gloomy outside, But yeah, we're working on a lot of improvements. And so I look forward to sharing with you some new content that's been edited by my classmates. You're going to hear some new voices. So don't be beating them up in the comments saying, who is that? These are my classmates, and some of these are also going to be interns. And, these interns, they're patients too. They got their card. So we're going to get an insight from a different perspective, I would say, because, these folks are going to college for their degree to be able to work in the testing labs for the medical cannabis. And who knew you could go to college and get a degree in cannabis here in Ohio? Did you know? Did anybody tell you? Probably not. Is that a... Hey, Mike, thank you for the super chat, my brother. For those that don't know, you can support the channel with the super chat. And that is basically a way to help support the cost to run Ohio Cannabis Live. I'd just like to talk to you about that real quick, just real fast. They are increasing the price for me to run the website, like $70 or so. And they're literally sending me emails. If you don't take care of this right away, we're going to shut down your website. Do you think I'm going to let anybody shut down Ohio Cannabis Live? If they try to shut me down, I would just simply rebuild and go to another site. They're not going to stop me from doing what I'm trying to do here. It just isn't going to happen. So, yeah. So if you can support the channel in any kind of way, thank you, Jimmy. Not only are you helping the channel, we're breaking the algorithm. This YouTube says nobody's going to support these folks on here talking about cannabis. It's not suitable for advertisers. What say you? I don't believe that. I'm sure a lot of these advertisers would love to be featured in my show. You got to start seeing some new commercials that we produced, because the Miracle Rally Hotline, why did I call it the hotline? Helpline, is getting closer to being ready. We're just working out who is going to be answering the phone besides me, because as you can see, it's ringing while I'm sitting here. People are calling the Miracle Rally Helpline. If you would like to call the line and just hear it, test it out, see how it sounds, the phone number is 614-401-4871. That's 614-401-4871. The Miracle Rally Helpline is designed to help people in Ohio find resources for housing, utility bills, and food pantries, and also provide information about medical cannabis and anything else related to cannabis that you might want to know that you simply can't get the answer from the government from. Sometimes you need to talk to somebody who's been there, who understands where you're coming from, who respects what you are saying, and who doesn't look down upon you because you're calling for help. Everything isn't on the internet. It is, but it ain't. And so my goal with the Miracle Rally Helpline is to provide you with a service that doesn't require the internet upfront. Now, there might still be some internet involved, but the idea is to help you get information to do what you need to do. Now, I can't guarantee success. I can't guarantee whatever we tell you is going to solve your problem. But all I can say is at least we tried to share the miracle that came to me. And a lot of you may not know the story of Miracle and why we call it the Miracle Helpline. So let me just briefly tell you real quick. The reason why we're calling it the Miracle Rally Helpline is because on July 18th of 2022, a Siberian Husky shows up to my house. Now, the year before that, on July 15, 2021, my last dog, Princess, died from cancer on my girlfriend's birthday, which so happened to be July 15th. And it was a horrible time. So a year and 3 days later, I get a knock on the door. It's UPS. I'm like, hello? He's like, hey man, is this your dog? I said, my dog's dead. I don't have no dog. And then he stands back and there's this beautiful brown and white Siberian Husky with blue eyes. I'm like, this ain't my dog. My girlfriend goes out there. Oh, that's the thing I saw the night before. I thought that was a wolf. It's a doggy. Ah. And I saw my girlfriend with that dog. And at that moment, I knew that that was our dog. Now, we went and got the dog checked for microchips, put the dog on Pet FBI, took it to the vet, made sure twice that it wasn't microchipped, asked all the neighbors, rode around the neighborhood, put it in neighborhood groups, asked everybody. Everybody's like, man, we don't know where this dog came from, but based on what you just told us about the last dog, that's your dog. So after 10 days, the vet said we could claim ownership of the dog. We actually waited almost 30 days to claim ownership of the dog because we were just so worried that we were taking something from someone else, and we're not that kind of people here. So we knew the dog had not been being taken care of. The dog was very skinny. It was a baby, so a puppy. Her freaking puppy teeth fell out. I've never even seen puppy teeth fall out of a dog. I thought something was wrong. I was like, oh my God, the baby, the doggy's teeth fell out. Holy shit. Oh, called the vet. Hey, the dog's teeth fell out. What do we do? Oh my God. They're like, it's okay. It's probably her baby teeth. You're fine. You know, we're saving it in a little baggie and shit. I'm like, oh, and it was so cool. Like, not, it was scary, but cool. Like, I've never had it happen. Anyway, long story short, 30 days later, after we claimed the dog, asked the dog, did she want to be our dog and stay with us? And the dog, she like gave us a paw. And she's ran away a couple times, and we chased her, and I fell and hurt myself a couple times. But she still ends up coming home. So I named the dog a miracle because the dog has helped me in a variety of ways, mental health wise, physically. I'm exercising more. The dog walks me every day. And I want to share the miracle. So that is the story of the Miracle Rally Helpline. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. This ain't to push up me. This ain't to build my brand up or any of that. This is simply just to provide something that I think is missing. And some people just don't do this internet thing like you think they do. They need to just pick up the phone and call somebody. Hey, Mastermind, how do I find Larry OG? Who got it? We got people looking for stuff all day. We can find somebody. Hey, let me call my other guy. He found it. Hey, you willing to drive for it? How bad you need that Larry OG? It's going to probably take you a couple of hours to get to it. I mean, but we can do that, and we can provide some kind of service to people. I also want to encourage you to check out the updates to OhioCannabisLive.com. I plan on putting a presentation together and show you, but I always run out of time because I'm always doing so many things. The other thing I want to tell you is that there is a new survey that we're working on with the University of Cincinnati, and I would like to put the flyer up on the screen. So that you could see what the flyer looks like. Here it goes. Nope, this ain't it. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. All right, so it's loading up now. Loading. Just download it again. Open it as a photo. Will that work? No, that's not what I wanted. All right, so let me just share my screen. Better. So this is the Ohio Medical Cannabis Survey, and they're seeking adults who are enrolled in the Ohio Medical Cannabis Control Program to participate in a brief 5 to 10 minute survey. University of Cincinnati, don't beat me up because I didn't say marijuana. I'm saying cannabis. I'm trying to break that old habit. Y'all should do the same thing, University of Cincinnati. Eligibility criteria, 18 years or older, a patient or caregiver enrolled in the program. So this is open to patients and caregivers. So regardless of whether you're a patient or a caregiver, you can fill this out. There is a QR link right here. But what I am going to do is I am going to, I don't know if this link will work here. I don't think it will. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so this is what the survey looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to the survey in our chat here. So all of you who are in the program who would like to participate, please go ahead and fill it out right now. And it is now in the chat. But the flyer here, I'm just showing it to you so you can see what it looks like. And if you have any questions, you can email Dr. Montgomery. There's her email address, just like before. So it's the same doctor who did the other survey where you got the free gift card. Same one. We're still trying to get the information so we can try to help make some improvements, because these surveys get viewed by a lot of people. And this helps people understand some of the problems and some of the challenges that are in our program. So it's really important for us to get that done. So I need everybody who got the card right now or is a caregiver to go ahead and fill out the survey. Hey, what's up, Denat? My brother from another mother. So yes, Denat's one of my classmates who you may see or hear on some of my content. So keep an eye out for Denat. You can also check out his YouTube channel. Just look up the word Denat and it'll take you right to it. If you love gossip, Denat is your guy. So yes, thanks for coming on and watching this evening. I appreciate you being here supporting me. But yeah, let's see. I'm looking at your comments. Yeah, my day is going crazy. You said you're coming with. That's right. You're going with your roommate. So I look forward to seeing some of you in Canton. Also, what I want to let you know is that, and this could still change, but it's still on for right now. And I thought I had the graphic already on here, but my bad, I don't. So I'm going to show it to you now. But we're going to do another virtual show and tell. Does anybody remember doing show and tells with the Zoom back during the pandemic? Well, it's back. And I'm bringing it back. And you can already RSVP for the new show and tell, which is going to be on March the 18th. Here's a graphic for it. Boom. How you like that? So you can register, and this is being ran through Google Meetings. This is absolutely free. There is no live stream, so this is a private event. So we will not be sharing this or recording this with anyone at all. So you will be able to come in there and share what you have, what you like, what's working for you. This is an opportunity for our patients and even guests who are not patients to come in and learn about the effects of specific products in the Ohio Medical Cannabis Program. It's a great way to network. It's a great way to bond. It's a great way for us to get together in a safe and clean and efficient way. It costs you $0, okay? And it usually runs about 1 to 2 hours. And if we're on a roll, hell, sometimes it may be 2 or 3 hours. We've been on there as late as midnight. So I will be looking for some people to help me co-host that. And probably, hopefully, we'll have some of our interns in there. I just want to tell you some of the folks that will be involved. 2 of my interns is Justin and Kai. They're from Hocking College. So they'll be working on some things. You'll see Justin on camera more than Kai. But that'll be something you'll see. You'll hear some of my classmates from the Ohio Media School, like Denat. You'll also hear from another classmate. Shout out to my classmate, Mark Williams. And Rudy. You'll hear from Rudy. She has an amazing voice. You'll love it. She has this very soothing voice. And you'll hear from some other people who may want to come on the show. Some of my classmates also are patients. So they'll be coming on to kind of share with you their aspects, because what I'm learning is that college students who are doing these classes for college and things aren't necessarily getting what they need to be able to get the experience they need. So we're going to try to work on that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I go, I'm checking my time here. We got 5 minutes left. We're going to talk about, let's see what this is, AYR Wellness. I keep wanting to call it AYR Wireless. Sorry, AYR. I don't know where it's my brain injury. I keep wanting to say AYR Wireless. It just sounds better. No, it's AYR Wellness. Okay. AYR Wellness is a company that has been active in our program for, I don't know, over 6 months. If you want a reference point, go back to the moon rock video with the really cool moon rock spoon where I was holding it up like it was some cereal. That's them. That's AYR Wellness, and they are a bigger company. So if you want to look up AYR Wellness, you can find out more about their company. But what I did was I just found out that they had some new products. So I've got lemon cherry gelato here. And we also have what is it? See, I do so much stuff I can't remember. Motor breath. Would you like to see? They're flagging the video right now. See, y'all got me flagged. Yeah, Google Meeting just works better for me. I think that Google Meeting is a little bit more stable. Zoom is fine. I just don't like paying Zoom. Google Meeting through my account and everything only costs me like $7 a month, whereas Zoom costs me more like $20 a month. So with my limited funds, I gotta keep things tight. So I appreciate the support you've given me. Another way you can support me, and nobody's done this in a while, is you need to get you. We got these hats in different colors and different schemes. I've got some new shirts. I'm going to be dropping some new stuff here on the site. We're still doing free shipping. So I encourage you to get some Ohio Cannabis Live merchandise. Get you a hat, get you a shirt, get you a sweatshirt, get you a VIP shirt. We got VIP shirts. We got a whole bunch of shirts. And you can visit ohiocannabislive.com/shop to find these things. And again, it is free shipping. If you say, hey, I really, really want this shirt, but I really can't afford the price, can you help me out? What you need to do is just send a message and say, hey, I really want this shirt. Can you help me out with a discount? And you know, your boy Mastamynd will certainly give you a discount to help you be able to get your shirt. Because we want you to represent Ohio Cannabis Live. I'm working on getting some more stickers. And we are going to have a celebration when we hit 300,000 views. 300,000 views, that's when we hit the celebration. Right now we are, let's see if I can tell you. Currently, let me get out of this screen here. Let me see if I can tell you. We are at, uh-oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Why I can't talk? Why do people call me while I'm live? 279,000. 279,000 is where we are right now. Yeah, and I've got a message here from Piehead. I'm going to read this all out to you so everyone can hear this because I haven't got the flyer yet. You all are invited to the second annual 420 Peaceful Block Party. Okay, it's April 20th from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. The block party is extra special because the cupboard's celebrating 75 years. Piehead Genius is celebrating 10 years. I'm celebrating 4 years in operation. And we want all of you to come down and have a good time with us in Cincinnati. So I will be posting more details. And if you need some information from me, questions or whatever, some of the things that'll be going on there will be a free concert with surprise musical guests, doing a rolling contest again. Rolling lessons will be taught inside the cupboard. There will be street vendors. So if you would like, if you're an artist of sorts and you or a glass blower or something like that, hey, this is your time to shine. The streets gonna be packed with vendors from all over. We'll be donating to Cincy Animal Care this year. So some of the money from the proceeds will be going to Cincinnati Animal Care. Shout out to Cincy Animal Care. And please bring cat food, dog food, supplies, or a donation of your choice. So if you do come to the 420 block party, which is on 420, okay? Don't ask, people say, what day is that on? I'm like, 420. They ask me all the time, what time is the show? 420. So, you know, come and eat, drink, celebrate with us, and bring some, you know, things you don't need. I'm going to find some stuff that I'm going to give and donate to help out with, because I'm an animal lover, and I know a lot of my viewers are animal lovers. So make sure that you get your plans in order now, because 420 will be here like, it's there. All right. So, you know, what I want you to tell me, what do you want me to open up first? You want me to open up the Motor Breath or the Lemon Cherry Gelato? Which one should we open up? And you tell me in the comments. And before we wrap it up, what is for dinner? Now my mind's made up today. We're having Burger King so we can have it our way. And then what's it say? It's like, you rule. Burger King better pay me for that shit. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got right now. I mean, we've got more things happening, but like I said, we really going to focus in on what's coming up next. So again, I'll recap. Senate Bill 9 is being debated right now. There's more meetings coming up next week. I'm going to pretty much try to be at that meeting and try to let them know that, based on what's in Senate Bill 9, the things that matter to patients, we need to make sure that we make it easier for people to get in the program. We definitely want oversight. We definitely want prices to be lowered, and we want better product quality. We want a lot more. And for those who are against SB 9, I think it's important for me to address you as well. I understand your concerns, and at the end of the day, we don't want to be like Michigan, where things are just oversaturated and it's just no enthusiasm. But we are already in that situation. We're losing patients left and right. So we got to put something new out there, and we got to make things more affordable and more attractive for people. And we have to provide quality medicine. I ain't talking about this mold shit people keep talking about. We got to provide quality medicine. And we don't have to let more people get in the game, because some of the people just don't know what they are doing. I'm sorry, whatever company I'm talking about. I ain't naming nobody, but some of these companies out here don't know what they're doing, and their stuff is not the stuff. And some of these other people, they're doing knock-up jobs. They're doing great. They're doing great. Keep going. But everybody can improve. And I think the main message that I want to send to all LLCs, you need to listen to patients. Quit worrying about what all these other folks are saying. Listen to patients. Get information and feedback from patients. And I don't mean just send out a survey that meets what you want to hear. Start doing what I'm trying to do. Let's have some meetings together and sit down with patients and find out how we can work together, because the divisions have to end. We have to be together to succeed. So we can't have these cultivators over here going against these companies over here, and then patients going against everybody. Nothing is going to get done. It just ain't. So to everyone, we had to start working as one unit. We cannot keep working as the group over here, the group in Cleveland, the group in Dayton, the group in Toledo. We can't keep operating like that unless we got connections to all these things. And right now there isn't. And then half the people don't even know what Senate Bill 9 is, because there is no public education campaign other than my own to explain it. Just showing it real fast on the internet doesn't count. We spent a whole episode breaking down what Senate Bill 9 was. If you didn't see that one, go back and watch that one, because we spent time going over the key points in the summary, and it's on my website. So go to my blog, OhioCannabisLive.com, and find the blog, and you can read the whole thing. I copy and pasted that whole thing into my site, so you can read all of it, word for word, without me touching it. I'm not trying to sway you one way or another. I just want you to have the information to make an informed decision about what you're supporting. And I'm not going to support something without reading it first. I'm not going to just say, yeah, Senate Bill 9. I read it multiple times. Then I had somebody else read it too. And then I had my mama read it. Hey, everybody read it. Anybody read it, tell me what you think. Because it can't just be what I think. It gotta be what we think. Us. So read Senate Bill 9. If you don't want to read it, just watch my episode about it and just listen to what I'm saying. And then, if you got to, go back to the beginning of this video. I gave you some of the key points of it that matter to us. And I know that, we don't need people just saying, hey, man, we shoot this down. When is the next opportunity for reform going to come? We're all waiting to see what's going to happen with the rec. We want rec. We want home grow. We want patient rights and protections. We want decrim. We want social equity. We need all that. But if we can't even get them to fix what we already got, if we can't make things better with the program we're in, what's it going to be like under rec? Crazy tax rates, more unnecessary fees, crazy markups, and people doing stuff they shouldn't be doing? We gotta stand now. So if you would like to join me in Columbus next week to try to talk some sense into these folks, shoot me an email at ohiocampuslive@gmail.com. Let's get this done, because I'm just ready to go and keep it moving and get this program where it needs to be so that we can grow, so we can start collecting some of that money from down south, up north, to the east, to the west. I want all that revenue coming from all these cannabis states. I want all their money. Bring it. Imagine if we could get the money from Michigan, and we get the money from Kentucky, we get the money from Indiana, we get the money from DC. Imagine we had all that money and our money too. Man, this place would be booming. Property values would be up. People would have jobs. All right, so I'm already over my time by 8 minutes. You're going to punish me now. I don't care. There's only 6 people watching this. So I appreciate the 6 people who are still watching this. Thank you for your time. And we will be doing some more videos. And, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your weekend. And I hope to see you either at the show and tell next week, or I'll see you in person in Canton. That's all I got for right now. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. And I'll see you on the next one.